the Venmo debit card, you can Venmo everything. Your favorite band's merch? You can Venmo this. Or their next show? You can Venmo that. Visit Venmo.me/debit to learn more. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Card may be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted. Venmo purchase restrictions apply.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Knowing you could be saving money for the things you really want, like that dream house or ride, is a great feeling. That's why the State Farm Personal Price Plan can help you save when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
This is the way it feels to move through summer in Lululemon. Iconic Align softness without the front seam. For our smoothest look and feel ever. Summer won't know what hit it. Stretch your limits in the non-stop flexibility of the new Lululemon Align No-Line Pant in select stores and at Lululemon.com.
Abstract. This article explores strategies for encouraging innovation among busy employees and teams. As work demands continue intensifying, managers face pressure to maximize productivity while also driving organizational growth through creative problem-solving and idea generation. However, the brief argues innovation need not come at the expense of delivering daily results. Drawing from academic literature and case studies across industries. 5 evidence-backed practices are presented for helping individuals develop innovative thinking habits even in packed schedules, allocating regular protected time for ideation sessions. Infusing meetings with creative exercises. Assigning short-term, innovation homework. Encouraging experimental approaches to ideas. And streamlining unnecessary meetings. Real-world examples demonstrate how companies have successfully integrated these strategies to spark new solutions and fuel business success. Even for their busiest teams. Innovation is crucial for organizational success and longevity. Yet making time for creative thinking and problem-solving can seem impossible when daily demands and deadlines are piling up. As consultants and leaders, we're all too familiar with the busy work that inevitably fills our days, from meetings to reports to administrative tasks. However, carving out innovation time doesn't need to come at the expense of productivity if the right strategies are employed. Today I draw from both academic research and practical experience to outline tangible ways for managers and teams to foster an innovative culture even when schedules are jam-packed. We'll discuss the importance of innovation for organizations, challenges to making time for creativity, and evidence-backed best practices for encouraging innovative thinking habits among busy employees. I'll also share real-world examples from different industries of how companies have successfully built innovation periods into employees' routines. By the end, you'll walk away with concrete, actionable steps to start giving your team the gift of time to solve problems creatively.
On WhatsApp, no one can see or hear your personal messages. Whether it's a voice call, message, or sending a password. To WhatsApp, it's all just this. So whether you're sharing the streaming password in the family chat or trading those late-night voice messages that could basically become a podcast, your personal messages stay between you, your friends, and your family. No one else. Not even us. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
This episode is brought to you by Polestar. There's only one true way to experience the all-electric luxury SUV Polestar 3, and that's to take a test drive. It can go from 0 to 60 in as little as 4.8 seconds with the dynamic handling of a sports car. But to truly understand how it commands the road, you need to be behind the wheel. Up to 350 miles of range, the 3D surround sound system by Bowers & Wilkins. It's all something you have to experience to believe. So book your test drive for Polestar 3 today at Polestar.com.
She's made up her mind to live pretty smart, learn to budget responsibly right from the start. She spends a little less and puts more into savings, keeps her blood pressure low and credit score raises. She's gotten debt right out of her life. She tracks her cash flow on a spreadsheet at night.
Boring money moves make kind of lame songs, but they sound pretty sweet to your wallet. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865.
If you went on a road trip and you didn't stop for a Big Mac or drop a crispy fry between the car seats or use your McDonald's bag as a placemat, then that wasn't a road trip. It was just a really long drive. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
Why innovation matters, even when you're swamped, as obvious as it may sound. Innovation is critical for any organization that wants to achieve and maintain long-term success. According to research, the most innovative companies outperform their peers financially by 84% on average. Hirsch-Posek et al. 2015. Innovation drives growth through new products, services, and business models. It also helps companies stay competitive by allowing them to solve problems faster than competitors and adapt nimbly to changing market needs. Crossan and Apaydin. 2010. However, prioritizing creativity is easier said than done when daily to-do lists are overflowing. Busy employees often struggle to find white space in their calendars for innovation activities. Terwish and Ulrich. 2009. Managers, too, are under increasing pressure to deliver immediate business results, making them hesitant to divert resources away from day-to-day tasks. Rost and Osterloh. 2009. Yet dedicating time specifically for ideating and experimenting is exactly what busy teams need in order to innovate effectively. When schedules are fully booked with routines, workers have few opportunities for divergent or lateral thinking. Sawyer. 2012. They lose capacity for problem finding, zooming out to identify underlying challenges, and instead get stuck solving surface issues. Dorst. 2015. As schedules tighten, innovative output suffers unless countermeasures are taken. The good news is that creating time for innovation doesn't require a total calendar clear-out or lengthy breaks from regular duties. By implementing small protective measures for creativity into overloaded routines, managers can encourage new ideas to emerge even from their busiest teams. Strategies for building innovation habits based on research and case studies. Here are 5 evidence-backed strategies managers can use to help busy individuals and teams develop innovative thinking habits. 1. Schedule regular innovation sessions, blocking out recurring time on calendars for ideating. Problem-solving and experimenting gives busy employees permission to shift gears creatively. Amabile and Care. 2008. Companies like Apple, IDEO, and Amazon protect weekly or monthly innovation sessions where teams work on passion projects and explore emerging issues. Shine. 2010. For example, the technology company Anthropic holds monthly Blue Sky Days, where employees are encouraged to work on self-directed projects without immediate commercial applicability. These sessions help recharge creativity and lead to new product ideas. 2. Infuse meetings with creative exercises. Incorporating light innovation activities into existing meetings keeps creative muscles flexed. Even for busy staffers, Sadler-Smith, 2015. Try dedicating the first 10 minutes of staff check-ins to brainstorming challenges. Sharing unorthodox solutions one of your colleagues came up with. Or proposing new directions for discussion topics. Microsoft, for example, starts some staff gatherings with silent brainstorms, where employees write down as many ideas as possible individually before discussing them as a group. These brief diversions prevent routine meetings from becoming routine. 3. Assign innovation homework. Give employees open-ended challenges to work on independently between meetings using brief, innovation homework assignments. Girotredrol. 2010. Have staffers spend 30 minutes per week experimenting with new workflows, researching emerging consumer trends, or coming up with fresh explanations for business problems. The healthcare technology provider Philips gives teams innovation assignments every 2 weeks to pursue solutions on their own time. These low-pressure prompts spark new concepts without disrupting daily flow. 4. Encourage experimentation. Foster an environment where trying new approaches without fearing failure unleashes employees' creative energies. Rees. 2011. Block periods on calendars where individuals can explore unproven ideas freely through rapid prototyping, minimally viable product testing, and other experimental techniques. At Google, 20% of engineers' time can be spent on skunkworks, where they build personal passion projects. This has led to innovations like Gmail, AdSense, and Google News. Making space for playful experimentation generates new directions for organizations. 5. Cut unnecessary meetings. Evaluate recurring sync-ups and cancel low-value gatherings to return lost time to employees for creative focus. Amabile and Kramer. 2011. Studies show that excessive meetings are a top inhibitor of innovation for professionals. By axing non-essential coordination sessions, organizations free time for divergent pursuits. The online education company Udacity did a meetings audit and cut 20% of recurring gatherings, returning hours to instructors each week for course development, spinning off new programs. Trimming the fat preserves precious creative calendar space, putting it into practice across industries while all teams struggle with packed schedules. Innovative companies from various sectors have found success integrating the above strategies. Here are examples of protective innovation measures implemented in different fields. Technology, at Slack. Each department hosts a weekly product lab, exploring new app directions without immediate commercialization pressure. Healthcare. The Mayo Clinic protects 1 paid hour per clinician each week for innovation-curious activities like attending seminars on emerging treatments and technologies. Education, Stanford D. School dedicates 20% of faculty time to experimental teaching initiatives through its bike shed sessions, where unstructured ideation occurs. Manufacturing. Toyota reserves 4% of floor space and staff time at each plant for Kaizen events, rapid experiment cycles that have generated factory improvements. Professional services. Strategy consulting firm BCG protects 1 Friday per month as an innovation day where teams explore adjacencies and develop new offerings. No matter the industry, these examples show that intentionally prioritizing time, even just small periods weekly, for creative pursuits sparks fresh perspectives and solutions that fuel business growth. Making creativity a habit for busy teams in today's demanding work environments. Managers face intense pressures to maximize productivity. However, research clearly shows that fostering innovation is equally critical for long-term organizational success. The good news is that encouraging creative idea generation doesn't demand an entire rework of employee schedules. By implementing small, structured protections for ideation like regular innovation sessions, creativity-infused meetings, experimental assignments, and strict limits on non-essential coordination gatherings, managers can help ingrain innovative thinking habits within even their busiest teams. Industries from technology to healthcare to manufacturing demonstrate how intentionally guarding focused creativity intervals leads to fresh solutions. In a world where cycles are accelerating and problems growing more complex, the ability to ideate proactively will only increase in importance. With small changes to build innovation into routines, organizations can fuel both near-term productivity and long-term growth by giving their talented people the cognitive space they need to solve challenges creatively.